So before we saw how we can find an inverse algebraically, so now we're going to see how we can find an inverse from a table. So here we're given a table and a function. So actually, if I plot these points on a graph, I'm going to get this parabola, this function. So now I want to find the inverse of that function, and I'm only given the table. So if you remember over here, an inverse, another word for inverse is opposite or reverse. So that's exactly what we're going to do with these pairs, with these points, in order to find our inverse. So all I'm going to do is reverse the x and the y. So my x is going to become y and my y is going to become x. So the easiest way to do that is I'm just going to cover the x part and I'm just going to see my y points. So remember, my y has now become my x. So I'm just going to write my points right here. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing, but this time cover our y points, and the same thing, our x is becoming reverse, so it's now going to become our y, and I'm just going to plot these points. Okay, and now I have found the inverse of my function x squared just by a table. So be sure to keep these points handy because we're going to go over them in our next video, which is finding the inverse from a graph.